Hi, very warm welcome. Hope you're doing really well. I wanted to come in today and talk about the power of vulnerability, and I also want to talk about, alongside that, the power of shame. And this has been coming up a lot for me lately, a lot with myself and a lot with my clients. And I'm just coming in today to just give you a little nudge, a little invitation to make space to go deeper. So, what I have discovered in myself is that I have a point where I can drop into and be a little bit vulnerable. I can share a little bit, and that feels a little bit uncomfortable, but still kind of within the area, the arena of my comfort zone. So not too kind of stretchy. And then there's a whole other raft of shame and guilt and kind of feelings of not being good enough, all of those big feelings that are really tucked away. And like most people, we don't go there because it's messy, we don't like it, it's uncomfortable, it feels really stretchy and messy, it's really messy. So we don't go there. And this is where the really big shifts happen, when we allow ourselves to get messy and when we share that. When we share our vulnerability, when we share the deep feelings of not being good enough, of like some deep shame that we have, and bring it up and out, it immediately disperses and dissolves. So there's so much power in bringing up your shame, your guilt, and letting it go. It's unbelievable. It makes space. So yeah, the invitation is to go in and go deeper and share. Find somebody or some beautiful people that you can get really vulnerable with. I'm really lucky to have some really amazing friends and some great support where I can drop into that space where I can do really big ugly cries and let it all out. And then when we let it out, literally we are energetically making space for new. So can you imagine all of the shame, the guilt, the gnarly old feelings that we have within us around our size, around our weight, around our education, our parenting, not parenting, where we live, all of the things. There's like so much. And we can sort of be operating in this kind of surface area of like, oh, it's all fine. But underneath, there is this whole kind of like basement of shit that if we don't look at it, then it will just fester. It will cause us to be unwell. But also something else happens is that if we don't look at it, then we can't make space for like massive awakening, a massive abundance. And it's not a one-off job either, of course. It's it requires this constant kind of communication with the deep self, with the deep self and the deep feelings that we have and that we've carried for decades, all of our life, and even before that. So I just wanted to kind of share that I've been going through a lot lately, and I've had the space and the support to bring it all up in its whole yuckiness and share it and be heard in it. And it's really powerful to be able to do that. And so one thing that you can really do that's really amazing is to speak it out loud. To speak it out loud and let it kind of like come out into the fresh air, out of the grotty basement and up out into the fresh air. And that alone does something. It kind of transmutes it. If you can be heard in that space, even better. You just need to be witnessed. No one is here to fix it. It's not about fixing it. It's not about changing it. You will be changing it just by bringing it out and releasing it. So just kind of dropping into a space and looking at where you are holding yourself back in terms of not feeling good enough and feeling shame. Maybe, you know, that we all have so much, and I come across this so much with my clients. It's that kind of really grotty bit of energy that we need to release. But when we do, there is so much power in this. There's so much power in kind of cracking open, breaking open, and being deeply, deeply vulnerable, that we then, wow, like we lift off into a different space. And I think it's really powerful. It's really, really powerful. So my invitation is, if you are stuck at a point and you're not really expanding bigger and bigger, is to drop down deeper and deeper into your grotty basement and look at what is kind of festering in there, what feelings of shame and guilt and denial and hiding are you holding in that space and hoping that nobody will ever see or find out. These are the things that need to come out and need to be heard and witnessed, even if it's just by yourself. And yeah, letting it go just makes so much space for our expansion, for receiving more, for being more, for holding more. Just so much joy, love and freedom in that releasing, because this is not who you are. You are not these feelings, and but they are having an incredible power over you. Deep down in your subconscious mind, they're having an incredible power over you. So yeah, the invitation is to do the inner work, to release and purge and let it go, because it will have a hold over you, and to keep doing it, letting yourself free. Be free of the old, and step into the new. So yeah, that is my invitation today. Thank you very much for being here. Ooh, and I have a 6-week offer on at the moment. If anybody is interested in just having a bit of clearing, bit of activation and opening and expanding and a reframing of beliefs and feelings, I have a really juicy offer on at the moment that is 6 weeks of unraveling and clearing and also expanding, which is very exciting. But also, you know, you can do work yourself. If you're not in the space at the moment to be committing to anything, take some time with yourself, with your journal, speak out loud, ask yourself the questions and release this energy, because you will feel like a different person. It's so powerful. So yeah. Thank you so much for being here. I'm sending you so much love. Have a joyful day, and yeah, enjoy. And do let me know if you are interested in the 6-week taster as well. Okay, lots of love.